I feel like if I'm about to do a book haul, I have to get into character. Let us begin. I will start by saying I do not read. I do not read. I don't read at all. These glasses, I can't see shit. Okay. I read like Twitter posts that make me mad, and I read captions to TikToks, and I wonder if I want to stick around for it to be longer than 15 seconds. So I'm trying to change that by getting more books. Oh, you have a lot of books behind you. These are my dad's. I have a better iteration of this joke later. I just thought the sound effect would be funny. It wasn't funny. Yeah, it's fine. So, I went to yesterday's Muse in Webster, New York, and it is very cool. And if I knew I was making a cool little book haul video more than 5 minutes ago, I would be taking some B-roll and it would be perfect over this. So just pretend I'm like, ooh, ah. Or I'm not probably talking. It's me talking now over it. YouTube is stupid. Okay, so I got 4 books. I don't know if that's a lot of books, or I don't know if this is a lot of books. These are my dad's books. Has he read more than 20% of them? I don't know. I just take him at his word when he's like, I've read most of these. Who reads? I'm trying to. Okay, Identity Crisis over. I got 4 books. Here they are. I know I wouldn't be able to figure out in iMovie how to put that real sound in. So we're working with what we got. So, Love, Penhaligon's Scented Treasury of Verse and Prose, which smells like book. They've got the scent part down of like, if you want to open a book and go, yeah, that's book. Oh, this is a good one to open up on. So they've got this like imagery with the prose or poetry, prosody, if you will. And this is the first one I've seen where it's split like that. But this is cool. As well. This is another rubber pounding poem. I've read through this a little bit, and then I was like, I'm gonna be quirky. I really dig the vibe. I'm gonna read Try Not to Be Awkward While Reading Something for the First Time challenge. Devin, go. This is In a Gondola. Already beefed it. The moth's kiss first. Kiss me as if you made me believe you were not sure this eve how my face, your flower, had pursed its petals up, so here and there you brush it till I grow aware who wants me and wide ope I burst. Wait a second. My pervert is a smut. Book talk is just all about smut. Hey. The bee's kiss now. Kiss me as if you'd entered gay. My heart at some noonday, a bud that dares not disallow the claim, so all is rendered up, and passively its shattered cup over your head to sleep I bow. Good shit. So that was Love, Penhaligon's Scented Treasury of Verse and Prose. So if I said it wrong the first time, I said poetry instead of verse. Sorry, you're gonna have to cancel me. Quiet on set? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Ad break. Cad break. Whoa. I can't get it. Oh, I thought I was hitting some. Can't get it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's enough enrichment for this enclosure. So, if you hear some jingle jangle in the background, that's just my associate who doesn't respect me. So, I'm laying it all out there. Should have said that from the beginning, of course. Okay, Milton. It's poems. Okay, so I didn't know who Milton was or why he had so many poems. I was like, wow. And then I looked him up, and it's John Milton, the Council of the Foreign Tongues. He he predates the United States, and his poems will last the inevitable downfall. Anyway, let us read. I will say, for those of you unfamiliar with Paradise Lost, and I presume Paradise, those are psalms, sonnets. Well, these are labeled. Anyway, Paradise Lost is a free verse poem. So, I mean, granted, I'm dropping it on 241 if you got this edition and you're reading along. But it's just like, where does it begin? I'm deciding it starts right here I'm wrong. So, at that tasted fruit, the sun, as from Thystean banquet, turned his course intended, else how had the world inhabited, though sinless, more than now, avoided pinching cold and scorching heat? These changes in the heavens, though slow, produced like change on sea and land, sidereal blast, or it could be sidereal. I don't know. What did Mark Twain say? Yeah. Vapor and mist, and exhalation hot, corrupt and pestilent, now from the north of Norumbega and the Samoyed shore. So, as I'm reading more of this, I haven't read the Bible, so I don't know. I'm gonna be lost reading Paradise Lost. Probably will be. But it matches my nails. It doesn't on camera. Am I colorblind? Moving on. This is the Pocket Thesaurus. And I don't know if it's Roget, Roget, or Roget. I could look it up. I won't. Choose your own adventure. I got Thesaurus. I could have gotten a dictionary or a pronunciation book, but I didn't do that. So I just flipped to this page, and is this not intellect? Do I not know how a thesaurus is like laid out? I was like, I thought this was in alphabetical order, like the dictionary. They're like cousins. Anyway, I'm looking at diffuseness, which is also profuseness, amplification, verbosity, wordiness, verbiage, flow of words. I don't have flow of words, but I am very talkative. So, okay, this really speaks to me. If you're watching this on the date that you found this, this one is for you. Diffuse. Get a diffuser. Your room kind of smells. Hey. Okay. What can I say about a thesaurus that hasn't been said already? It is correspondence covering intuitility, and it's overrunning predetermination and is redundant. Okay. Now I've just insulted the book I just met and slammed it on the table like 6 times because the word thesaurus was kicking my ass. So, on to the final book. The Raven. Middle school me. Shout out 7th grade English class where I read like 3 stanzas of The Raven and I didn't make it to the end because I lost confidence. I looked at the teacher and I was just like, should I be done reading? And she's like, yeah, I think you should be done. And I was like, oh. And then I think that's where my social anxiety started. Spoilers for The Raven. I'm about to read the last 2 stanzas. So, also, beautiful imagery. I didn't even like really crack these books open, and I judged a book by its cover. Judged a book by its cover, but I judged well. I think so far. Okay. Be that word our sign in parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the Raven, nevermore. And the Raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the door shall be lifted nevermore. So does he reclaim the notion of nevermore? Or is that just his collapse into exhaustion because he'd stayed up that night and then fought with a bird? Depends on how you want to interpret that one. Okay, outro. I think I did that the wrong way. If I knew how to edit correctly, I think the words will pop up down here because they'll be using iMovie as previously discussed. So I found a flipped over page and I'm just wondering like what diva flipped down for deception. I'm just thinking like what letter sent to somebody had like, I'm tired of your delusion and your sleight of hand and your conjuring and your trick and your cheat and your wild blind feint chicane. swindle, strategy, like, it's like chunky, like, it's like choose your own adventure. It's like, how do you want to hurt this person's ego? This letter. But I'm a bitch, so I think the worst, and not just like some young school child being like, what does this word mean? I'm gonna flip it over and I'll always remember it. And also I wish that helium accident didn't happen and people took me seriously. Because I'm really 42 and they keep me in the 7th grade. Goodbye. Truth nuke.